Look, boom. What's cracking, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. New video. Here we go with the weekly. Gunner was going to say it, and I cut him off. Damn. Here we go with the weekly recap.
He knows what I was going to say. On the dead homie.
Hey, you got to do with your nose plug. The dead homies. But
since why don't I do it like this? Watch. Why don't I do it like this? Wait up. Why don't I go?
On the dead homies.
Hey, we should have did the whole thing like that, eh? Imagine.
We're back to the Bias Podcast, the weekly recap. And we're going to talk about this week's shenanigans, man. There's a lot of stuff that happened in YouTube. And, man, I don't even know where to begin. But I guess since I said that, we'll begin with Bricc Baby, right? And there's something went down. I mean, it's a mystery. It's like Bigfoot. I don't know if it exists or not. With Bricc Baby, what you see is not always what you get or what you hear. But there definitely was a situation that went down on No Jumper. Ain't that some shit, right? And allegedly, he got hands put on him in some form or some capacity, right? So I'm gonna let Dubs knows a little bit more about this because he did a video on it. So I'll let him tell the story and then I'll just chime in.
So it was about a month ago, maybe a little bit more, where they were bringing up the DW Flame and Bricc Baby incident, right? And Bricc Baby came in late, and Adam was sitting there, and then Bricc Baby came in, all 132 pounds of him, and Adam got scared and walked out, and Bricc Baby was like, man, he did the Michael Jordan, the Michael Jordan meme of the crying face that they put on everybody. That's what he looked like. He was mad. He was putting everything on the dead homies, on Hood, on West Side, on Road. He was putting shit everywhere. He introduced us to, what is it? Kill Squad. And Kill Squad, I think they're the ones. Adam said they wear the funny hats, as he said. I don't know what the fuck. But anyways, during that whole thing, he was like on one, like if it was really supposed to go down. And it told Adam that he loved him, and it had nothing to do with Adam when it had everything to do with Adam. And then next thing you know, he steps out of the room and you hear a commotion, right? And since then, there's been whispers that P Nice. Now, I don't know if P Nice is actually DW Flame's real brother or he's just his homeboy from his hood that he calls his brother. I don't know. But it was said that he snatched him up. And Bricc Baby has said on Hood, on everything else, that he was never snatched up, that if that would have happened, it would have went down. His homeboys were there and they would have been killing some stuff and this and that. And then the footage got released yesterday.
On the dead home.
and hey, look, the footage was released. He did get snatched up, and then Bricc Baby went live. And Bricc Baby said, man, he was the only one. He said, why should I be mad at him when he was the only level-headed dude, the only one that had his head on right? He's saying that he snatched up Bricc Baby, and then he was telling him, man, your kids are right here, man. Like, what are you doing? Like he was helping him. But the initial was it never happened, that nobody snatched him up.
Of course. Well, as the world turns on No Jumper, that's just what it is. It's always self-inflicted wounds. It's always something to stir up controversy. A lot of it, I believe, is like I say, homegrown, in-house, concocted at the round table, right? I think they literally sit there and brainstorm what drama's going to be next. Oh, it's your turn, Whack. No, it's your turn, Sharp. It's your turn, Lush, right? Because, and what's funny to me, that this is what happens. Bricc Baby will vehemently, that's how you say the word, vehemently, right?
Vehemently.
You
said it. I think you said it better.
Ethnicity, right? That, however you say it, right?
Yeah, that way.
He'll deny it, or these guys will all deny certain things, and then footage will come out, or they told straight up lies, and people forget it, like, oh, it's all good. God forbid one of us tell a lie. Don't ever tell a lie. There'll be 100 videos made.
No, we tell the truth, and it's a lie most of the time.
Yeah, we tell the truth. Even when it's a lie, right? But no, it's my thing is it's he probably got snatched. I mean, he did get snatched up. The context of him getting snatched up, I don't believe it. I think he got snatched up. I seen a little bit of the footage, and he was fucked off.
Yeah.
That dude snatched his ass up, on rolling. So he down there rolled him up out of.
And look, I did a video about this. You didn't do any videos on it. I did. No. And there was also that dude, Loose Cannon. They got on the phone together, and Loose Cannon recorded the call. And this dude has said, Bricc Baby said he's thinking about suing him because he's a business. He's a business entity. And in my video, I said, well, hold up, you can't be on Rolling and on West Side and then talk about suing. Either you're a street dude or you're a business entity, right?
Yeah. Wait, let me get this straight. Is Loose Cannon that guy that once did that interview with Bricc Baby and Crip Mac and he was doing this? Or all that? Is that him?
I don't know if that's him. Loose Cannon is the one that came on and said that he had a new show coming and that a reality show and that Big U set up Nipsey for the hit.
Okay, he's a different guy.
He never proved anything. And then so now, but during that phone call, he recorded the whole thing and he told him at one point, he told Bricc, yeah, hey, Wack don't even have a problem with you. And he says, I don't have a problem with him either. We both know what time we have to show up at work. So he admitted right there that it was fake. Now he's saying all this stuff that Loose Cannon can't go to the hood and this and that he's protected. He said, Bricc Baby said, I'm covered in the hood in a way that nobody can understand or some shit. I was just like, damn.
This is one thing I will say about Bricc Baby. And the only thing positive I'll say, I don't know that, man. I don't have no issues. But the one thing positive I will say, Dubs, and I think you'll even agree, out of all them characters, right? He showed up to Hood Day.
He did.
On the dead homies. He did that. Yeah. You gotta give him that. He did that. You gotta
give him that. True story. True story. You did that.
All right. What else happened, Dubs, this week?
So somebody that you wanted to talk about, and I'm gonna let you kick this one off. Was Wesley Watson? What's going on with Wes?
So we have to do our weekly Wes Watson update.
Yes.
Here's the update of the week. It's actually been ongoing now for 2 weeks. So we all know that when Wes Watson went on that podcast, or what was it? The seminar, Fresh and Fit. He fucking made it a debacle. He really thought he was going to be an alpha, and he got made a beta. He got tore up. He got tore up by a dad bod, regular individual
with a gun on his hip.
With a gun on his hip, right? And of course, Wes Watson swears up and down that he performed, that he was the star of that show, and he really was. He was the fucking clown of that show. But that's kind of breezed over now. No one's talking about it too much anymore. But what hasn't breezed over is the hatred and the fallout from it on his channel. This channel is doing minimal numbers. In fact, this channel right here, the Dub S World channel, is doing better, almost as good as Wes Watson.
His channel's doing better than Dub S World, but it's because I need to focus more on this channel.
Yeah. Well, I mean, he has 500,000 subs too,
That's what's crazy, man. He has 500,000 subs, and his views are down bad. Yeah. And he's now censoring his comment section.
That's where I was going next. He's now I understand. Look, when you're doing podcasting, content creation, there's going to be trolls. There's going to be people that get in and they talk just to talk and they aggravate, and it gets tiring after a while. You're like, this motherfucker just, we get it in the lives, we get it. So I can understand if you have to block someone. It's just you're not blocking them out of hate or spite. You're doing it like, bro, now you're speaking nonsense. You're just all you're doing is becoming a thorn in the side of what we got going on here. It's not cool. So I can understand some people, but I mean, he gets out of his 500-600 comments, 599 of them are negative, right?
Yes.
So he has, I don't know who he employed, but someone's censoring to the point where he only keeps the comments that he'll even knock some of those out. Only the comments that speak very highly of him, that actually worship him. Those are the comments that we're seeing. It's a trip.
And you know what? No, I don't think anybody's done it yet, but I think if people should click on those. Are they really bots? Or are they people, those comments? Because prior to him censoring the comments, you couldn't find a positive one. So now he'll put out a video and it'll get like 7,000 views, 10,000 views, but it only have 42 comments.
The dead homies again.
Whereas prior to that, I think he was getting more comments than views. I'm probably exaggerating, but it was bad.
It was neck and neck. It was neck and small hands. Look, here's my thing. At the end of the day, who gives a fuck about Wes, right? As a person, respects. As a character, well, we're gonna do what we do. You know, when you create a character, it's just fun to play with. But you know, if it's that serious where he feels he has to censor that much people, there's definitely a flaw in his game right now. That's a little too much. That's a little too many people to censor, man. No one likes you, Wes Watson. Nobody.
You know, the thing is a lot of so I've noticed, because I've been doing Wes Watson Wednesdays for a while now, months, right? And so when I go to his videos, a lot of times I would scroll through the comments because I didn't watch the video. You know, I might watch like a minute and be like, okay, that's cool. But a lot of the guys that are trolling him the hardest a few months back were just asking him, hey, can you go back to the park? I don't understand who you are right now. Like the driving in a Lambo, Bugatti, whatever, with a purse and all. Like people were like, I don't understand what this is I'm looking at. Can you go back to the park? That's the West I miss. And he neglected him. You know,
that's what happens. Sometimes you try to upgrade your channel, Dubs, and you just stick to what you know. You know? Yeah.
Or you bring in a little bit at a time differences and see how it's working out. But the narcissism wouldn't allow him to acknowledge that, hey, you know what, this is not the right path. Nobody really gives a damn about Bugattis, and like, I mean, he has a small number that do, and that's reflective in his views. You ready for the next one?
Yeah, let's get it.
It's the one that I think hold on.
Like, I think that your tribe isn't always determined by your ethnicity.
Bozo.
Oh shit. This one was all over the place. I just did a video today, man. Some little youngsters try to check. Well, they didn't try to check me. They just asked me about Bozo. And I had to break it down to them, man. I had to let them know brick by brick on the dead homies. Exactly what it was all about, right? And I think we parted ways mutually of understanding. But so Bozo had a concert, or he told everyone he had a concert. In fact, I didn't find out about this concert from Bozo's own mouth. I found out about this concert from several social media pages on Facebook, Instagram, all these different entities that were talking about it. And what tripped me out the most about it was the disrespect back and forth between North and South youngsters. You could tell they were youngsters that were banging. They were cell warrioring and banging through the internet. And I was like, wow, this just setting us back as people, right? But I'm watching it, and that's when I heard, oh, Bozo's going to be going up to Atwater, doing a concert, and ain't no one going to do shit about it. And then I heard the Northerners saying, shit, if he pulls up, it's over, right? So there was already threats being made back and forth, right? You ain't going to do shit, we are. And so we did videos on it. I think respectively, a lot of content creators did videos on it. And my video actually focused on, was it a safe environment for Bozo? Not saying that people were going to do something to him, but I seen what people were saying, but more so the fact that, you know, he has disrespected the North in the past a lot. And that's my backyard. I grew up walking through Atwater, 5 minutes away. So don't no one know Atwater on YouTube like I know it, right? And I could tell you every street. And I just questioned the venue. I questioned if there was a place big enough to have an event like he was saying, like they were saying the caliber of event he was having. Because they were acting like it was the next coming of Nipsey Hussle.
He gets that a lot. He gets that a lot. He gets that a lot.
A lot, right? But no, what do you think, man? Do you think so? He went in on what he considered dropout channels, and they're the reason why ultimately his concert got canceled, right? I don't even believe that this concert was ever going to take place, man. To be honest,
I don't either. What do you think? No, I don't either. I think, you know, you have somebody that's in his 40s, man, that's running around with 22-year-olds, 23-year-olds. And trying to be a factor in their lives. This I personally saw from his IG that he was saying, it's going to be over here, it's going to be over there, whatever. As far as selling tickets, there was never a link to buy tickets. So I don't understand how it was sold out yet. When they barely locked in the venue. I mean, look, how do you sell all the tickets and you haven't got all the permits?
Or you haven't got a venue?
No, well, the venue they did pick, he's saying they got a venue, but they couldn't get all the permits taken care of. So how do you sell all the tickets when you don't have permits?
Legally, yeah, legally. Let's get legally for a minute.
Like, really look at it, it just doesn't make sense, right? And as far as blaming anyone on social media, you could have just paid more for security and you could have had the show. Like, I think we all understand that.
Yeah,
there was no money there. 13.5 is what he's talking about, and I talked about it in my video. How many ways we're going to have to split that 13.5? 5 ways? I mean, if that's a 5-way split, yeah, it's not even worth your gas money getting up there. And I think you realize that. It's I've never had anything against the cat. But when he starts throwing around certain terms, when he should supposedly been in prison, that he should know the definition of terms he's using. He identifies himself as a Southside general. There's no such thing as that. The only thing that could be considered up to par with a general would be one of the legends. So it's very dangerous for him to refer to himself. There's just too many things, too many terms, too many things. Like, hey, Holmes, that stuff works some places, but in real life, like, no, people that really been around and, no, it's just strange, man. It's strange behavior. It's strange behavior. It didn't make any sense at all.
I get it. As much as he throws terms around and says where he's been, where he hasn't been, it just doesn't. It's like Wes Watson. It doesn't fit. I can't keep Bozo. Like with Wes, I know exactly what it is. But with Bozo, I can't kind of key in on exactly what it is, but there's something off. Just a little something off, right? For someone who's that old, been around, you got to be a slightly more intelligent with your wordplay, man, than the words he's using. Anyways, at the end of the day, man, the concert was canceled. There's a lot of people saying it was due to the authorities shutting it down. It was due to social media getting brought up. I'm here to tell you, man, I found it through social media. And it was a lot of threats back and forth and a lot of bullshit. So I don't think any content creator on YouTube really had anything to do with that. I think more so it was a money situation. And if anyone did bring negative attention to it, it was definitely those other small social media chats, those live link, local space type chats where people were just banging on each other, threatening each other.
But even then, you just have to pay more for security.
That's it. It was simple.
You can still have the show. You're just going to have to pay more. Listen, since when do the cops care about people that are gangbanging getting killed?
And not at all. They endorse it or promote it.
I don't know in the history of gang members and gangbanging if they've ever gave a fuck. And one thing before we change to another topic, I want to address this whole dry snitching thing. For somebody to go on as many podcasts and do as many interviews and talk about prison, neighborhood, throwing up the barrio and all that. You better reevaluate what you've been talking about, and you talk about teaching people how to invest in all that shit. Get the fuck out of here with that. That shit. Hey, when I heard that, I said that is fucking hilarious. Eh?
I've also said he did pegadas 10 days to the gate, and he did this and that, and he's the general. Like,
yeah.
He said he reminds me of Stacks. I'm not a bully. I'm a general.
Look,
Gators, at the end of the day, man, no disrespect towards Bozo. Take it how you want, but no disrespect towards Bozo. But there's more than meets the eye. There's something there. I don't know what it is.
People really think it's funny when we say that we do talk to people in the industry.
The DP,
and imagine being in your 40s and getting DP'd.
Twice.
Next, who's next? We got 2 more topics for the week. These are the like the biggest ones. We have Lefty and we have Bands. These guys are connected.
Okay. Let's talk about Bands first, and we'll get to Lefty just because Lefty plays his part in everything. at this point, right?
Poor dude, man.
He's the bag. Lefty is the bag. Bands drops a video today. Well, he drops a video last couple of weeks, trending on YouTube, man. Probably one of the biggest diss songs to come out in a long time, right? Getting the most traction, at least in our genre, at least. And we've all did several videos about it, and we've all stuck to our guns and 10 toes down on what we believe. And again, me and Dubs I think we agree. It was funny. It was hilarious. It was a trip that he was even allowed to go into a southern neighborhood, and do that. Because, man, knowing what I know, you don't just pull up to a southern neighborhood unannounced. I'll just say that, right? The checking game is real. But anyways, does this video. I had a problem with the mom line, but it's neither here nor there. It is what it is. I said that. Fast forward to just today, man, a video was dropped for him. He's actually saying why, the reasoning behind why he did that. And we did a live reaction to it. Did you believe him, Dubs? Or do you still think, or did you ever think it was clout chasing? What do you think?
I believe he was given a golden opportunity, that golden ticket to respond. I do stand by this. I think that diss could have lasted, and it still may. I'm a dinosaur. I have a different, but that fucker right there, if it wouldn't have been for showing the mom in the video and talking about the mom, I think that thing could have lasted for a very long time. It could have been the blueprint for other artists to be like that. And it still may be, where they'll just say, hey, leave this shit out. This shit's gold. I think that's the only problem I had. But yeah, I do believe, it was Lefty Gunplay. And people use his name in the industry, and it helps them. But I mean, it happened. It is what it is. Everybody has moved on. We're talking about it now because he did an interview and it was released today.
Yeah. Here's my thing. This clout chasing phrase, that's a new thing. I started hearing about it a year ago. When you're cloud chasing, I didn't even know what that meant at first. The fuck, it's gonna rain. There's clouds, right? They're like, no clouds. So they had to explain it to me. But
do say that sometimes cloud.
Yeah, cloud chasing. You're cloud chasing. So I thought it was the kooky. Like, are you blowing clouds or cloud chasing? Right? What are you doing? Here's my thing. I don't necessarily believe he's clout chasing. I think, like you said, he was given a golden opportunity. When you're served an opportunity in the industry, you pounce on it. That's what you do. That's like us. When things happen, we don't want negative to happen. When things happen, I'll call you, you'll call me, we'll be like, bam, got him. It's content for us. It helps us, right? Because it's hard to come up with content every day, especially when you're doing 3-4 videos every day. So I just believe he was handed a golden opportunity. He ran with it. Regardless of who started the dissing first, I don't think none of that matters. It's where you're at now. It's not where you're from, right? So hopefully, man, they're over that hump and they can just get back to fucking making music and doing their thing. Yes. Yeah. And then that leads us into the next thing. I'm gonna let you open it up, man. What do you think about the big pass out?
It's amazing. It's amazing the emotions that Lefty Gunplay is able to bring out of men.
Strange men.
They say that I'm on the Lefty payroll, that I'm trying to be his manager, like all this shit. No, it's look, we have seen that video now from every angle, right? And after that, somebody still was like, oh no, they just said, and because we watched it together, they said, oh, you got the wrong angle. Go to check out the Ryder G. Ryder G showed the same exact angle as the Santos G one. It just went a little bit longer, and so Ryder G straight out said he's tying his shoe, and all you got to do is reverse it a second, and you see his right shoelace before he jumps off the stage was untied, and he knelt down and he tied his shoe, and people are still saying he passed out.
Here's what I take from all this: Ryder G, Santo G. Why is everyone using the G? Should I continue? Stop using the G because the G ain't in. Can I
real quick? I'm sorry for interrupting. Is the G in Ryder G? Does it stand for gangster?
I don't know. Does it stand for Santo G the same thing?
Well, wait a minute. Santo sounds like a first name, and G could be his last initial. But Ryder G, let's say it. If it does, Ryder gangster. Oh my God, you can't get harder than that.
Orderly Ryder. I like Ryder G, and I like Santo G. You know what?
Yeah,
I think
I don't have a
Santo
problem with
G.
them.
I think Santos G, man, tells great stories, man, and he should be getting more love than he does. I like him.
He's
I
demonetized.
think Ryder G, man, is hilarious. He's funny, and hey, program time, homie.
Programs. Have you heard his new rap?
Oh man, he's off the hook, man. I'd buy it. You know what I mean? I'd buy it on Apple. $1. I got you.
Post it, Ryder. Post it. He's got to buy it now.
I'll tell you how much. Hey, so trip out on this though. Here's my thing on it. You know, I was busy yesterday, Dubs, and when we finally did conversate, which was in the evening after I was done, I was driving all day and do what I had to do. I had seen it, but I was driving. There was nothing I could do about it, and I was like, damn, I missed this train, right? And you dropped your video on it. It went crazy.
Late too.
It's well deserved, because you did exactly what I knew you would, and you analyzed it from a different angle than everybody else. You gave him the benefit of the doubt. Maybe that's why people say you're biased, and it's because you're not quick to judge people. You give them the benefit of the doubt, you know?
And the crazy thing is, I was right.
No, I know. That's
I told him, I was like, look it, homie. If you're really with your homeboys or your friends and you pass out, your friends are not gonna just look like this and great. That's why I was like, there's no way that about to pass out.
They're
right?
watching to at you. That's what it was.
Yeah,
Lefty fashion was getting, Lefty was getting emotional. That's it. He gets emotional. Yeah. You know, his eyes roll back. You know, when I seen and I did my video, when I seen his eyes roll back, I thought, oh shit, from the angle I seen, maybe he did pass out. You know, maybe he's overexerted. I know it's hot. People don't understand until I've been on them stages before with rappers, way in the past, you know, when I was younger, just going on there as an active gang member. So I know how it gets. It's hot. There's fucking a gang of homies up there. Everyone's chilling. Everyone's hype, right? Gang of chicks. It is what it is. So I was thinking maybe he overexerted himself. You know, he's on tour. It's something new to him. But at the end of the day, it was something as simple as he was arguing with a fan or someone who didn't like him. And he just, you know, in typical Lefty fashion, he has to do more. He goes above and beyond. That motherfucker want to jump into the crowd and get, you know what I mean, and do some crazy shit. Hey, this is my advice to him, Dubs. And I know he watches, and I know he feels like I disrespect him, but I don't, because I want to see the best for everybody. Slow down. You know, you got family, kids, people that are depending upon you now. You know, you see all them people on that stage. Lefty's the bag. You know,
hey, check this out. There was somebody when we did our video earlier today, right? And we were reacting to the bands thing together.
Yeah.
There was a couple people. Well, there was one for sure, right? I want to say there was a couple. There was one for sure. A guy in the comments that said, you know, when Lefty came out, he said, I wasn't a fan at all. And he said, but the more I listen to, the more I'm starting to like it. That's what all these, see, this is the thing. And you and I have spoke about this. Haters bring attention to you, and a lot of times they stick around.
Yes.
All the people talking shit about Lefty, if you really want to kill his career, stop talking about him. Stop rapping about him. Same thing. If you want to try to kill off my momentum and Gunner's momentum, stop talking to us. About us.
That's hard work. It's hard for them to stop talking. And it's also hard for them to you know, we're not going to stop. So, I mean, we're not talking shit. We're just not going to stop working.
Yeah. And we're not going to stop ignoring them. We're going to not acknowledge the bullshit.
Ever.
Yeah. You got to work your way up.
Shit. Yeah. My thing is, so the Lefty thing is this. Yeah. You got to work for yourself, man. You can't expect other men to do it for you. So my thing with Lefty is another situation where his name, you know, brings a lot of attention. And whether people choose to deny, oh, he can't rap, or he's this, or he's that, or he ain't the face of LA, you cannot deny his star quality, and his name does fucking numbers, period. I can't hate on it.
This was a W for him. The fact that No Jumper put out a short or whatever the fuck, whatever they put out saying that he fainted, that was a dub for him. That was a win. What? Hey, that was
on the dead homies. Go ahead.
Hey, that right there was, look at how much free publicity and free attention he got. Let's see. I don't know about you. I don't know. Let's see. I got 10,000 views so far in the video. That's just one of them. Counting yesterday on the same topic, Lefty. That's over 30,000, almost 33,000 views.
Go Lefty.
He's winning.
He's winning because he's a wankster and he never shot nothing. And no look, but I can tell you, he could sure crowd surf.
Órale, all right. Shit. Okay.
Hey, yeah, I'm good. I'm back. No, hey, I'm starting to like Lefty Gunplay's music. Maybe lyrically, I'll never be a big fan just because I come from that Tupac, DMX, Rakim era, right? And it's hard to top that.
Mm-hmm.
But as far as what he's doing, his hard work and how he keeps going, Dubs, I respect hard workers.
Mm-hmm.
Facts. That's just it. The message, maybe not. I don't like to disrespect the North and South shit. I think it's played out, disrespecting each other. But I respect the hustle, not the Bozo hustle, the real hustle.
Shout out to Bozo.
Yeah, respects to Bozo. At the end of the day, Bozo, no ill will, no disrespect, man. Just
we're talking about what happened during the week, and that's for anybody. If you are on social media or whatever, and something happens that's eye catching, you may find yourself on the weekly review on the Biased Podcast. Apparently, we are biased, so we may stick with this. We'll figure it out. We'll talk about it.
This is like the show where, what's that one show they have on the ESPN or what is it called? Fuck, you got shacked. The Shack Fool. You got shacked, fool. Right? You don't want to end up on the weekly the Biased Podcast because you can get shacked, fool. You know what I mean?
Serio. We got to get shacked on here now.
And you know what's funny, Dubs? One more thing, real quick.
Yeah.
You just started this. We started this a couple weeks ago, and Lefty actually shouted out, said, "Hey, I seen you on the weekly recap." Like, or but thank you, we appreciate it.
I have to say that I didn't put that one, the one he's talking about, on this channel. I put it on the big channel.
Yeah, but still, though, he did. But he mentioned the weekly recap, and that's all that matters. Anyways.
Yes. Yeah, that's it, man. We it's over 30 minutes. You got me stuttering. We appreciate you guys watching. We appreciate you guys commenting. We appreciate you guys sharing the video and growing the channel, man. Thank you guys very much. Everybody, please be safe, be smart, and tell the ones you love that you love them. Gunner, you got anything to say before we go?
Yes, one more thing, man. One more time, man. Shout out to Bozo for trying to direct traffic our way, man. As far as, being the catalyst of shutting that concert down. But in the words, or actually in the sound of a real one, not this time.
That just happened. We're out of here, guys. Take care.